Marcus Johnson was here from the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, shining the light on local minority-owned businesses because this happens to be National Black Business Month.
Yes.
And we thought, well, that's not fair. TVFCU can't have all the fun. So we asked Marcus to come back and highlight another business. Last week we had Bonner's Accounting Services, right?
Bonner's Consulting.
This week you brought some food.
Yes, yes. Had to bring some food, spice it up a little bit, literally.
This is Brandon Ellis.
Brandon Ellis, yes.
Who has Chatterbox BBQ here in town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon, as with everything else in Chattanooga, one connection seems to lead to another. You know, people laugh and say that we're a big, small town.
Right.
So here you are being spotlighted by the credit union this month, but your relationship with Marcus and his team actually began through a program they have called the
Idea Leap.
Idea Leap.
Yes, yes. So what happened was Brandon started working with Collab back when he was trying to really get into the phase of growing his business. And then through that relationship with Collab, was then introduced to the Community Foundation. And both of those organizations, Collab and the Community Foundation, have partnered up with us through our Idea Leap loan program that we use to help finance startup and early stage businesses. And so Brandon was fortunate enough to come through that program. That's when we connected almost about a year ago, and I've been fortunate enough to be a part of his journey of growing his business.
So I want to talk about your journey in a minute, but first let's focus on the business. You said some of these recipes, because you have these rubs that are for sale,
Yes, ma'am.
are family to a degree, but then you've added your own touch.
Yes, ma'am. Pretty much everything I cook derives from something that I experienced as a kid. All my recipes pretty much start off with the base of something that I had then and added my own flair to it.
So I would have thought that this is a pork, these are pork ribs, but they're not.
No, these here are beef short ribs. These are like a ribeye on a bone. I mean,
that's a T-shirt right there.
It doesn't get any better than this when it comes to smoked meats.
So what you've done at Chatterbox is you have kind of a stationary unit that's at the corner of Hickory Valley and Shallowford.
Yes, ma'am.
But then, if I'm understanding you correctly, when COVID hit and people's ways of getting out and enjoying time together shifted, you literally were the mountain coming to Muhammad.
Yes, ma'am.
Where Muhammad went to the mountain, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what have you begun to do?
Right now we're doing a lot of stuff with neighborhoods and businesses. During the social distancing, a lot of folks are staying home or having to work in secluded areas. So we've been contracted to bring our unit out to neighborhoods, to clubhouses, to leasing departments and apartment complexes to serve the community. They advertise to their community that we're coming. Sometimes they give them discounts on the food that they purchase from us and cover the difference. But whatever it may be, they have us come out. The families come out, purchase their food, take it back home or wherever they may go to enjoy it. But it allows them to kind of stay close to the house, not have to really venture out into too much of the public, and we get to get our product out as well.
There's a phrase in TV called "Don't bury the lead." So here I have y'all out here with me this morning, and I'm burying the lead, Brandon, because I'm staring at this food, and we haven't cut into it yet. You said that you made this for yourself over the weekend,
yes,
right?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you do the honors. Should I pass you the knife here?
Okay.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll come around the table, and I'll hold the microphone for you. We'll play like Food Network here.
Okay.
All right. So you don't have to cut that on a diagonal.
No, ma'am. This here is
oh man,
is as tender as it's gonna get.
I'll race you, Marcus.
Hey, this is the best breakfast anybody can get.
What we're gonna do today is, I love smoking meats, but I like incorporating my meats into things that we already enjoy. And since it's morning, who doesn't love a good biscuit?
Right.
So we're gonna...
And I should tell people that Marcus is originally from a little town in Kentucky, so you're mixing some Tennessee barbecue with some Kentucky flavorings, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Kentucky. Marcus is from Philly.
That's what I meant. I meant Brandon. Sorry.
But yeah,
I was looking at Marcus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, okay, I'm noticing something. You're adding the fat in with that when you serve yours. Is that giving the nice flavor?
Thank you, brother.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The fat is it's not typically like you would associate fat with. This fat has rendered down quite a bit. It's tender. It's not gonna feel like what you would think.
I beat you to it.
You did. You win the game. And I don't have any napkins to offer you, so be careful of your white shirt.
No, I'm gonna make sure I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Brandon has the gloves. That's not quite fair. All right, here, I'm going to give you your microphone
good.
back.
All right.
So I'm going to cut into mine in a minute.
Okay,
But
okay.
before I do, I mentioned that I would tell people your stories. I'm going to set you up and you can tell as much as you want.
Okay,
But
all right.
in this time when a lot of us are having kind of some struggles, right? I mean, COVID has dealt us all a sucker
It has.
punch to the gut. And it'd be real easy to think, I can't see a light at the end of the tunnel. You could very well, Brandon, be a light for
Yes,
some
ma'am.
people. You went through a hard time of your own.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I came to Chattanooga in 2006 from a small town in Kentucky called Franklin. I like to joke around and tell people that there's only 3 things you can do there. You can either farm, work at a factory, or be a convicted felon. But through some choices that I made, I found myself facing 43 years in prison. I was given the opportunity to come to Teen Challenge, which is a local Christian discipleship program, second chance facility for people like myself. So I came here and went through the program in 2006, graduated in 2007, and started my entrepreneurial career here in Chattanooga with a janitorial service and a few other things that have ultimately led me to cooking barbecue. I enjoy what I do because it allows me to tie back to my times growing up as a kid. We spent a lot of time around the kitchen table. I remember my grandmother waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to start cooking dinner. Just to
Wow,
boil
5 o'clock in the morning to begin cooking dinner.
I mean, she would boil the water to cook her greens. She'd boil the water with the meat in it for hours before she actually put the greens in. So it was a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
That happened around the kitchen and food, and Chatterbox allows me to share my story through that.
Well, and you're not sitting behind a desk.
No, ma'am.
You're out in the community meeting people and talking, and God can find a way to use all of those
Yes, ma'am.
stories
Yes, ma'am.
for good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
thanks for being willing to share
you.
it
Thanks for coming,
with us
Brandon.
this morning. So now back to the TVFCU connection here. You are spotlighting these different businesses, 6 of them as I remember.
Yes, absolutely.
How can people find out more about Marcus? Is he on your website? Do y'all have a link to
Yes.
that?
So what we're going to be doing is
I keep
releasing
calling him Marcus. He's Brandon.
Brandon's video. His video will be released this Friday on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. And then you can visit his website, Chatterbox 423. He's always out there cooking and barbecuing, so just go check him out.
And be sure, if you are thinking about beginning a business of your own, if you're looking for any kind of a banking need, honestly, Marcus came to spotlight Brandon and the other
Yes.
businesses, but you love helping people.
Absolutely,
the
absolutely. And Brandon has been a beneficiary of our Idea Leap loan program. And it's just really been fun to see how he has been able to thrive and really transition through this pandemic and service customers.
Okay, it's my turn to dig in. If
Go
I had
get
done
it.
it before,
Go
my
get it.
lipstick would have smeared right off.
So these we don't have on the menu all the time. However, this weekend, this Saturday, we're going to be serving these. So if anybody wants to come by and try them.
Okay.
Also, tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we have our rib special that we run every week. We have a full slab of ribs and 2 large sides for $30. Normally,
Wow.
a full slab of ribs with us is $32.
Wow, and
So
you're getting
a
2.
full slab and 2 large sides, which is about a $50 deal for $30 if you come in and mention that you saw us on 3+ years.
All right, so it's
Okay.
Chatterbox423.com. That's the website. From there, you can find information about his YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. You'll always find him at 6801 at the corner of Hickory Valley and Shallowford
Yes, ma'am.
Road.
Mhm.
Salute to you.
Thank you.
Let me go grab my lipstick. We're back in a minute.
Thank you.
Seems like CBD stores are popping up on every corner. Make sure you choose a knowledgeable vendor you can trust, like the Hemp House. Choose from products that are locally sourced from farmers we work with directly.